man, they treat us bad, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like nothing else to do, man. Get you a pack, like you said. Get it on hustle, man. You gotta make a name for yourself.
And so that's the majority. That's how it's really like. All right, this how I make my money out here. So, ever thinking about, I mean, actually being an engineer where you can make about $60,000, or being a lawyer or a doctor, or pursuing college, or being an entrepreneur, a CEO of your own company, different things like that. Are you being exposed? Like, do you think people not talking like that though? Like, man,
Obviously, everybody want to be a rapper or a basketball or football player.
They ain't been introduced to that stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so if it was introduced, like, all right, man, he right here, he engineer, he got this type of house living like this, man, he got this type of car, this is what he doing. Okay.
I just like the most people who you know what I'm saying, engineers and stuff, they living their life. They ain't gonna come back.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if you come back and then talk to us and show us, and you know what I'm saying,
how you living, then it make you think. But if you're not seeing that, if you seeing, okay, man, my man's right here who graduated, he's selling drugs, he got this nice car, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, he hooping right now, he making money, he about to go to the league. All right, then that's how you supposed to make money, because that's what you've seen. But if you never seen somebody, that makes sense though. And people say it's not like that. You're not really exposed to see that. So what do you expect? How can you really progress and grow if you're not seeing it? No examples. So that's what kind of one I want y'all to think about now. Did you say you the oldest, right? You the oldest out of some brothers? Did you say that?
No, I'm the middle child.
Middle child with it. You gonna be the first one to graduate from high school. So I mean, that example right there, that's gonna shift a lot. And then you guys try to go to college and graduate. I mean, you got people that's gonna be looking up to you like, for real. And I guarantee that with each one of you. I mean, and it just take, I'm afraid if you touch one person, that one person can have an impact on a whole lot of people. Like you think about our president, man. He know a whole bunch of people. He just do the right people that plugged him and got him where it's at. And I'll say that for the simple fact, man. I guarantee people know you. And y'all start doing some positive things, and they look like, hold on, man, he in college, he doing this now? Hey, I'm on that too. You come back, and you go back to your school and say, man, I was at my school, I got kicked out. But now, I came back, and I went to college, I did this, and it's possible I did it. You see some young people that's back at your high school now, they're going to be like, for real? You got a story to tell?
Hi, how's everybody doing? This is Aaron Mallory, Guide Right Enterprise LLC, under Speaking and Teaching. And today I'm with Sean Smith, the principal at Vivian Summers Preparatory School. How you doing, Mr. Smith?
I'm good. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to see you. I first wanted to start off by asking, as principal, what are some things that you have implemented into this school?
Wow. Just systems. I mean, this is Vivian Summers is an alternative school, so we deal with a lot of students that have issues, and they come to our school thinking that it's the same as the school that they came from. It's not. So we have to make sure they understand that our systems are in place and the reasons behind our systems. We do things a certain manner for certain results. But throughout the school year, I brought in new programs as far as our live internet radio station. We broadcast on live365.com 24 hours a day. We have a live broadcast. We recorded public service announcements, working with the United States Census to get African Americans in tune with the census. So we're doing PSAs for that. We have a video production, which we're using right now, the video production. So we're working with that. On the academic side, we brought in smart boards this year. We have 3 smart boards. It's an interactive computer-based system where kids and the teacher can actually touch the board. It works just like an iPod or a touchscreen phone. So, the population that we service, we can't, dissect frogs with forceps and knives. So we can actually, in our science class, in our biology class, we can actually dissect the frog. You drag your tools from on the board and touch and open and cut, and the software tells you to get put your goggles on first and things of that nature. So the kids get that same type of interactive setting that they would get at a regular school, but it's more of a controlled environment. That's just off the top of my head. That's what we're moving towards. Really, what I want our kids to do is be ahead of the digital divide. I want to bridge the gap because a lot of African American students, African Americans, period, are behind with technology. So I try to bring in every piece of technology that I can. All of our students have access to laptops. This school year, I purchased 40 laptops. I believe in having a mobile computer lab instead of having kids go to the lab. All of our laptops are wireless, so they can surf the internet and get the information that they need. It's accessible to everyone. you name it, we do it. We've just now got on board with posting students' grades online, so students can access their grades online. Their parents can access their grades online and get a report of what's going on. Electronically, we can email parents, daily notes about their students. The flip side of that is our parents aren't as ready for the information and accessing the information as they need to be. So we're going to be working with our parents to get them computer literate. So it's just really getting them where they need to be. And this population that we work with, they're not a population that can sit down and you say turn the page to and take notes. Their attention span is like that. Yeah. They want this the video game generation. Yeah. So the video game generation, you have to put things in front of them that can catch their attention. And like I said, with the smart board, it catches their attention. The teachers that don't have smart boards in their room, they'll have their computer hooked up to a television so that the kids can see. So if we're talking about ancient Egypt, the teacher can pull up something where the kids can see what ancient Egypt looks like. So they can know, because the kids want to know. If I see a picture, but I want to see something interactive. I want to see what the pyramids look like, the inside of the pyramids, things of that nature. So we want to be able to give students instant information, because learning, things change every day.
Definitely, I agree with you. You've done a lot, and I want everybody to understand also the type of students that you're dealing with. Because you kind of talked about it for a second, but I want you to go in depth about that, because this isn't like not necessarily the typical, but these are students that maybe have something going on. So
our parent company, HRDI, Human Resources Development Institute, has a contract with Chicago Public Schools to run this alternative school. It's called Alternative Safe School. There's 2 more like it in the city, so there's a total of 3. And kids are placed according to their geographic location where they live in the city. And they're here for violent acts of misconduct. We have students that have, armed robbery, and it doesn't have to be in the school. It can be in the city. If they, has drive-bys, rape, armed robbery, hitting the teacher, bringing drugs to school, you name it, weapons charges, you name it, they've done it. But what we do is our teachers don't know why they're here. Most of the time, I don't even know why the kids are here, because I choose not to look in their files, because I want to give everyone a clean slate when they come to my building. So we deal with kids that are behind academically. We have 11th grade students that are reading on the 4th grade level. When they come in, upon entrance into our school, we give them a test called the Scantron test, and it's an electronic test that CPS does. It's all computerized, and it spits out their deficiencies, tells us where they're at academically, reading and math, and it gives us steps to help them out. So it gives us different worksheets to use, different teaching methods for our teachers to use to increase them. For every year that they're at our school, our goal is to improve their reading level by 2 years. So we want them, if they're on a 4th grade level, if they're here for a school year, we want them to be on a 6th grade level by the time they leave us. So we believe in taking baby steps. We know we can't turn a 4th grade reader into an 11th grade reader overnight, but we want to take it one step at a time. Yeah. So it's, a lot of the times these kids, I say all our kids are great kids, they just did something bad. They made a bad decision. So a lot of the times our kids have acted the way they've acted because they can't learn, because they're behind. Mm-hmm. So if you have a kid that's in the 10th grade, 9 times out of 10, he's been passing along the entire time he was in school because of his behavior. Mm-hmm. So the teachers have passed him. Here, we don't believe in passing. We're not going to pass you. We're going to give you the help that you need when you need it. Our teachers are here till 4 o'clock every day. Mm-hmm. So if you need extra tutoring, your math teacher will be there, your science teacher, social study, whoever teacher will be there till 4 o'clock. Kids get out of school 2:45. A lot of the times I'll make tutoring mandatory for kids that are failing. Right. And I'll make their parents come up here and explain to them that, if you want your child to continue going here, that they have to stay. Our school is not required. So this is a chance for kids to get their credits while they're expelled. Okay. And we have, like I said, we have 6th grade through 12th grade. 1 year we even had a 3rd grader that was expelled. So, he punched his assistant principal and they expelled him. Wow.
I want to ask you this question. Because you were saying something, you made me think about it. What is the situation that these kids may be going through, and maybe the African Americans in the Chicago public school system that maybe hinders or stops them from that success? Not necessarily success, but maybe brings distractions, temptations. Maybe talk about that. What do you feel is the situation that's going on right now in the Chicago public school system with African Americans, especially African American males?
I won't say Chicago public school. I say in schools in general. Not even really in schools. It's in the communities.